All the kitties are here and accounted for this morning. I wanted to show you this tree limb up here in the woods. As soon as I walked into the kitchen this morning, I saw it. I could see that there were leaves pointed in the wrong direction. That is a maple tree branch. Came out of some tree up that way. I don't right offhand see which tree. Apparently there's a couple of limbs. There's the one that's upside down. And then there's this other one. Both are loose and probably can be moved by Donnie. We have this branch pile up here. When he's dressed for pulling stilt grass, we're going to do that tomorrow. When he's got his bug spray on and his proper equipment, I'll send him over. Oh, my pretty plants over. I guess a piece of tulip poplar came down in the wind. We must have had 50, 60 mile an hour gust a couple times and some straight line winds. The one limb coming down, that one plant fell on the other plant and broke a bunch of it. It is what it is, you know. After mowing and working hard to make everything look pretty yesterday, obviously, this is my poor coleus. Not what I would have liked to have come out to this morning, but I'm thankful we don't have anything on the house and all the kitties are good, and most of the damage is minor. It really is quite minor. It's a good thing we weren't planning to pull today because it's chiropractor shopping day. I don't have time this morning because it's just too wet anyhow. I don't know which one of the tulip poplar trees dropped all these big clumps down, but one of them. Yeah, all things considered, I'd say we were really lucky. Hopefully this coleus here, which did not get tipped over, will straighten itself up some today. And Don said the one that fell was in good shape, and I agree. Maybe he can come out with a piece of string today and help stand up this piece of the yellow flower. It already has a pole and some string. My flowers are roughed up a little bit. It's just hard walking around seeing stuff this morning that looked so pretty yesterday. This begonia took a beating. Like I said, hopefully a day or two they'll stand back up. I threw the biggest sticks. There were a lot right here off the driveway. Straightening out my flags. Still very lucky, but you know, I could have done with an inch of rain. I think we only had a half an inch, by the way. And no sticks. I guess that's the one large clump I saw come down when I was filming at the door glass last night. Our front yard's in good shape. Don's been out twice now down the driveway and it's in good shape, so yeah. Okay. Well, I gotta stop thinking about it and start moving. I'm not really upset. It's just, you know, we get several of these storms every year, and we end up having to pick up lots of sticks, pine clones, and clumps of leaves. Occasionally we have a branch or two down. Nothing, you know, too serious. It would be nice if it didn't happen right after I had mowed the grass, but that's okay. It's time for the tulip poplar leaves to start coming down anyway. They start the earliest. I did notice in the storm last night that one tree was moving pretty good, but it is what it is, you know, and it's much farther away from the house than that other tree, and it has lots of opportunity to fall and not hit something, so I'm pretty good about that tree. But it was moving. Good morning, Gray. Hi. There you go. Let me get that out of your way. Good morning, sweetheart. I know you were in here dry and safe and everything last night, but Johnny said that you sure did not like the storm. Good girl. Mama didn't like it either. I was talking and running my mouth. I should have been filming. The cul-de-sac is just
It's covered?
It's like post-hurricane, it covered. It appears not as bad, but the cul-de-sac in our driveway is like, there's not an inch that doesn't have.
Well, this has all been blown off and people
driving on. Well, and it's not as tree covered here either. I'm sure the trail this morning will show us this more, how more stuff down looks. Yeah, I wouldn't call it pleasant out here this morning. It's not too bad. Don and I just realized that tomorrow morning's the day we take Jules up to Tesla, so that the appointment's at 11:30. We made it at that time so we could walk first and then go, but I really wanted to do stilt grass tomorrow. We might take it up there and then come back and work in the yard so we don't have a... Well, I told him if I got to get all dirty and yucky, 2 hours is good. I don't want to work for 30, 45 minutes and then...
If we can work an hour?
We'll see. I think Jules earlier worked on to death when we come home. Just kidding. Yep, there we go. Debris. It blew the bags right out of the doggy station too. Somebody's umbrella. Well, I'm guessing if that came all the way off, the umbrella ain't in such good shape. Don and I have been picking up some bigger sticks off the trail. Right. Right. Don said he'll get it on the way back. Yeah, the trail's a mess and stuff is still pretty wet over here in the shade. What I've moved, I've made sure to get all the way off the grass too. But really it's bad enough the town needs to come down and do more than just mow around it. Dang. Yeah, well, this is why we had so many power outages last night. We just got lucky this time. I would have thought it was too wet to mow today. They don't seem to be mowing, and they've picked up some debris from the park. But there is a guy scraping the ball field for play tonight. Well, I'm guessing the street cleaner be pretty busy today, trying to get the town back in shape. The crepe myrtles, a lot of the blooms came off of them last night. It's kind of sad. And they're not as stunning as they were by any stretch. Yeah, there's a good number of cars at the community center this morning, and he's definitely out there drawing lines. Got it scraped as best he could considering it's wet. But like I said, we only had about a ½ an inch. So it's not like we had 3 to 5 and had it, you know, totally flood everything again. And there is a breeze. Don said, the meteorologist last night, Mike May, said it was going to dry out as the day went on. The humidity would be down to, or dew point be down to like 60 this afternoon. And that's pleasant here for August, let me tell you. We'll take it. So one of the ground crew at the park was telling us they lost a huge tree between Chick-fil-A and Dunkin' Donuts last night. It just missed the newly built Chick-fil-A drive-through thing. I'm glad it missed the drive-through. Hopefully they got somebody out there to take care of it this morning.
Oh, I'm sure Chick-fil-A is on the stick.
But I'm just showing you now. Don's gonna come with the blower after he swaps cars for me. Look at the cul-de-sac. I mean, and the driveway. It's just a complete disaster.
Yeah.
Of course, Don got Ruby out for me. I don't know what I would do if he didn't help me out. I guess I'd learn to leave earlier. Something like that. That branch on the right there was actually down from a couple of days ago. Maybe the last rain we had. You know, we lose branches all the time. Anyway, Don said he was going to blow here. And I would really like to come walk it with him, get it done, both of us, half the time, one throw, one blow, but I gotta go. I'm not so I'm not so stoked about shopping today as I am sometimes. The exercise felt good, but I'm pretty hot. Looks like I've got 3 minutes to spare on getting to the chiropractor. Let's see, it's telling me to go the back way. I hope that won't be a mistake. I got caught at the light here. All the cars didn't get through. Boo-hoo. I've still got 2 minutes. As I was sitting here though, a Lucid Air came past. White with sort of a bluish gray roof. I was too busy looking, trying to confirm that's what it was to get the camera up in time to film it, but yeah. Yeah, what slows down this turn lane is all the people making U-turns, to be clear. Well, that, and it takes so long that people stop paying attention, and then when the light turns green, they often don't go. Well, I am pulsed. You know, it's not like one of those things where immediately it feels 100% better, but I know the last time she did my calves like that, for the next night or two, my restless legs seemed to be a lot less problematic. So, and in general, as I walk around after the session and I get up and I move a little bit, it starts to feel better. But remember, I'm pretty sore today from that workout yesterday, so it's not gonna heal in an instant. I'm headed to Guardian Angel Apex now. I'm on time. I'm on good schedule today. It's 11:40. Well, I'm parked in my usual area, but not in my usual spot. There's a couple other cars over here. It's really full. Like, I don't even know that there's an empty parking space over on this side today. We'll see. Doesn't matter. I'm kind of resigned to parking back there anyway. Is that a Polestar? Go look. There's a bolt through to the other side. Yeah, this is that Volvo, electric Volvo that I saw next to the Model 3, almost next to the Model Y. I don't know, this thing is some combination of looking like a, I don't know, Subaru Outback or something. It's another 3, 2, and a Y. God, the poor 3 over there has such bad rim rash. Makes me want to cry. It was like basically around the entire wheel. I guess people just don't even try to be careful with their rental. I don't know that that's a rental. I think that's a private vehicle. Yes, one good thing about parking Ruby out where I am, hopefully people don't confuse her for being one of the Tesla rentals. You know, to an untrained observer, she could be a Y. They could think she was part of the fleet. There is a bin of Legos here today, but I'm probably not going to get them. It's all police city stuff, although there's a ton of minifigures in there. But no, a little bit older and not really girl colors. We'll see. I'll think about it. I found a large, small mini flag matching with the cardinal, and then another one with a little picture. They're in really good shape. It's much cheaper to buy them used. Well, I got 2 mason jars, the 4 flags, 2 small, 2 large, and a toy, some spooky thing for Connor. It's 91 out here now. It is plenty warm. So Don did get the driveway blown this morning, and after I left, and he and Johnny are in the garage now. Here, let me turn the fan down just a bit. Are in the garage now, working on robot stuff, so cool. I ended up having to walk back in a second time today too. I came out of the store and one of the soda cartons fell out the front of the cart. No big deal. I just would have picked it up and kept on going, except that at least 2 of the cans burst. It was a 6-pack. Thank goodness it wasn't a 12-pack, and they were all dented up. So I seriously considered just going to the trash and throwing the 1 can and the cardboard out and taking the other cans home. But it was more messed up. So I went back in, and, you know, Whole Foods did what Whole Foods would do, and they just said, just go get you another one. It's no, you know, no big deal. Just, you know, go grab one. So I did that. But just so you know, I was in and out twice today also, like last week. I had to go back in and pay for the sodas on the bottle. It's just, you shouldn't buy soda. Even the stevia ones, the Zevia ones, you shouldn't buy soda. I'm just kidding. On the way up the hill, I smiled at a gentleman putting his cart back in the cart return. I smile at everyone, you know, and he smiled back, and then he looked at me and he says, do you need help with getting the cart up the hill? And I said, that's very thoughtful of you, but it's good exercise for me. And he said, you know, and kept on going. But that was nice, you know. I like to point out when there are good people in the world. I'm sure Don would have done the same thing, right, if he'd have seen somebody he thought could have used help. It is a big hill and a sharp incline, and that cart is heavy. Just saying. Oh, I'm gonna have my snack and I'm gonna head to the house. It's 2 p.m. so I could have been, if I hadn't been for that trip back in and out, I could have made it over to the school on time today if I've had to. And yes, there was some sadness in there today. Maybe not as bad as last week, but yeah, Johnny, when he said goodbye to his father yesterday, when he dropped him off, it's like, well, I'll see you around, I'll see you soon, won't be too long, sometime, but not the normal, like, I'll see you a couple weekends. And, you know, he expressed that was hard. I told him it's okay. I mean, these feelings are all normal, right, that we're all having. We just get, he's gonna do great, we're gonna get through it. He's gonna have a fantastic time, and yeah. Well, I don't think we could rule out a thunderstorm. There's some dark clouds up there this afternoon. Not a lot, but a little bit. I think our next significant chance for rain was Thursday. Big tree limb over here this morning, but I guess, oh, there it is. Came down last night, maybe on the road, maybe not. Don't know if they moved it. Oh, Don did such a nice job. The whole cul-de-sac too. Much better.
You can video me.
How are you doing?
Doing good. Johnny and I were just plugging away. We've soldered stuff. Got the drill thing, screw holes worked out. I don't think we've destroyed anything today.
Whoa, that's mostly good, but darn, I thought that was half the fun of it.
Yeah. Wait, oh, look at it.
That's awesome. You got the motor mounted, and then you got the brushes installed. Can you flip it over? Oh, wow, that's way cool. So the brushes are going to vibrate to cause this thing to move.
Well, the weapon motor is what produces the vibration. They just channel it.
They channel it. Okay, well, that's looking good. Looking good. Both cars are out of the garage now. I got home just in time. They're getting ready to power this robot up for the first time and see what it does. This is kind of like a SpaceX moment where you know, anything that it does is good, even if it quote unquote blows up. And I'm gonna verbally say it, but Johnny also wants me to put it up on the screen, and I get that. Don't try this at home. He has checked in with some state robotics people about a safe test for this bot and gotten the, you know, yeah, that's about all you can do with this one is, you know, so they're gonna run it and watch it on camera from outside the garage.
Oh, we're gonna see how much smoke we can make.
It's like gonna be an Elon SpaceX moment.
Run, we're gonna do a run.
If it does anything, it's good.
Rapid, unplanned disassembly.
One more look at it before we do a SpaceX original old school test.
That's right.
What did you say?
Magic smoke. I asked him if there was any magic smoke.
Well, getting yours and Johnny's excitement over the, you know, what does and doesn't happen is almost more important than what the robot does. I got, you know.
I'm looking
Here.
for maximum smoke.
Here's where we're going to be watching what happens.
Okay. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Here.
What am I
Put it in my
doing?
pocket.
Okay, that's good. He put something in my camera bag.
I got it in my pocket.
Okay.
I'll pick that up. All right.
All right.
We're in the shade.
Sort of.
Well, you're in the sun now.
I actually can't record this, I'm sorry.
Well, she can.
Why can't you record it?
I can't, your screen recording won't capture anything. And
How's you doing? Come back over here in the shade, sweetie.
Well, we could put the phone on video, but this view is actually not bad on the Ring camera.
Now your other.
Oh, it spun up. It spun up, Donnie.
Well, you're out in the sun. I can't
Okay.
see. There you go. Here, let me.
You hold that.
Oh, it is spinning. Yeah,
Oh,
man.
wow.
Whoa, it goes around in a circle. That torque steer.
Oh,
that spin.
wow. It's moving, Johnny.
It's like a zero-turn mower.
Now, oh, wow, baby.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it ripped the wires out, so we're done.
Okay.
But it spun up and it moved.
Well, but we already, the wire routing is something that
You got to work on
well, he's going to have to reprint it probably once he figures out exactly
where the
because
wires are going to
the wires
go.
came out of the motor in a place that didn't match the CAD drawing, so he got
All
bit.
right, I need my tools.
You
Okay,
need to-
there's your tools.
No.
Ring cameras to the rescue. Johnny's
There
also.
it goes.
Oh,
It's
it's spinning.
spinning.
It's spinning. Yay. Johnny had to move closer to get the controller to talk to the. He's in the shade of Ruby.
I hear it.
Oh, wow. I saw it move its butt. Oh, it's vibrating around nicely, Johnny. You know that cardboard's got to be absorbing a bunch of the vibration.
I wish we had a piece of wood.
Are you participating in the test too? You're showing Johnny your support. Everybody else cleared out, like under the carport that way. They all got scared.
88 out here.
I thought it was like 91 out here.
Wow.
It's not cool. We're sweating.
Yes, toasty.
We went in the garage and it was like, oh God, it feels so good in the garage.
In case you think that air conditioner ain't doing something.
You notice it.
Stay out here for a couple minutes.
Right, you notice it's doing something today. Connector got ripped apart on that last test, and Johnny's going to print another chassis or weapon. Yeah, chassis, because the channel that he created for the wires isn't lined up with where they're coming out of the motor, so he's got to change something about the chassis up underneath there so that it lines up properly and the wires can be inside the channel. So he's going to go up on Fusion 360 and futz with the design and then probably kick off a print. But I would say it was a very successful test.
If you want, we can fire up the router. And
yeah, see how the motor's mounted and where this is. Oh yeah, fire up the router and take out part of that right there and see if you can't just make the wires go. Oh, I like that idea. And we're off. I suggested we take Jules up to Tesla tonight so we don't have to do it in the morning, because in the morning is not very convenient for several reasons. It's either messes up our walk, messes up our pulling stilt grass, messes up the stuff I need to do with Johnny tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to pull all of the stuff we have for college out into the family room and unpack it and repack it. And make a list of anything else we need to go get. So. And Don said, yeah, let's go tonight. That works for him too. So. That's what we're doing. Just leave the wife behind. There's a white 3 a few cars in front of Don. Yep, it's a bit busy over here, but not horrible. I guess the 3's turning. Gotta wait for a gap in the traffic there. So Tesla service updated the service ticket about 5 minutes ago and said 2 important things. We have a loaner set aside for you. Well, God, who knew? I mean, to expect that. And then, you know, your service probably won't be done in a day. That's not a surprise. And they're back to pull up at the shop door, the right side of the building where we used to pull up. You know, people just really want to talk to the service person and drop the car off. And anyway, so I doubt they'll be there when we get there, but if they, I told Dawn if the service side looks open to go up there versus just park and whatever, it's no biggie. I have to say that within about an hour of leaving my pulse appointment this morning, I really started to feel a lot more limber, normal, not hurting. You know, I don't know for sure if that had to do with the appointment. I think it probably did, or, you know, I just got limbered up after I, you know, some time passed. But it's supposed, the pulse is supposed to remove inflammation, and once the inflammation gets calmed down, then obviously you're going to hurt less. So been a lot more comfortable the rest of the day. I'm just still thinking about getting out there tomorrow. I think it's wanting to stay busy versus thinking about this weekend. I think that's what it is. That, and I like accomplishing stuff. Well, there's some cars parked out at the street. You gotta be careful, there's a bad pothole here. It looks like it's been filled in a little bit. Wow, they're still way busy. And it looks to me like service is still open. And I could use 5 minutes of charge because I did not leave with a 90% charge this morning, but probably all of the chargers are busy. Well, there's available charging cable, but the person in front of me is blocking me pulling into the charger. They're not in the vehicle. It's like this up here. The parking lot's basically packed. Okay, it has the longest charging cable known to man, and I just backed over here and plugged in, and yeah, I see the fire hydrant. But I'm gonna stay with the car, so I think it'll be okay for 5 minutes. 5 minutes is enough to get home versus having to stop at the supercharger, potentially. I think our arrival home is 6%. I don't like those numbers when I don't need to. They're giving you an S?
They're giving us an S.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get back in to get our weight vests and our hats out of the Y.
Right, because we weren't expecting to be gone.
It's the one flashing at you down there. You'll see it when you drive.
All right, so you don't, can you unplug me?
Unplug you how? I didn't know you were plugged in.
Hey, your girl's smart. I'm up to 12% arrival at home.
Oh, I didn't realize. Aren't you something?
Look at the length of that cable.
Baby.
Woo! Well, that space over there wasn't open when we came past, and this car over here is blocking the other space.
Why?
Or I wouldn't. Thank you, because it was basically laying all over the ground. Now I don't have to stop. That's right. And I can start cooking because I'll get home first.
Why?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm used to the service at home, so I need the service up here too.
Yeah,
Will you enjoy that S?
Yeah.
I'm kind of jealous.
I understand.
It's not just an S. It's a black, like newish S. Dang. Well, I had joked with Don about him getting the plaid S. It's not a plaid S, but it's a new S. Dang. I think it's pretty new. Well, my arrival home had gone up to 12%, but then I may have put my foot in it a couple of times leaving Tesla trying to get in front of traffic, and now it's 9%. It's all right. I don't care. It's fine. Yeah, I was only on a level 2 charger. It's not exactly like it was pumping in juice very quick. I took a screenshot of it, but yeah. I'm trying to figure out if Don got a yoke and if he's going to know how to start that S and put it in gear. Well, starting's not the problem, but putting it in gear, or how to put it in gear.
So I have a Model S, and they told me to walk around it because it's basically brand new. Doesn't look like any. That's the front driver. Looks okay so far. I would say it looks okay to me. Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say she's fine. Well, I'm getting used to it. I don't hate the yoke. You know, I'm still not totally comfortable with it. It's okay. You know, first impressions aren't terrible. I've got it on traffic aware cruise control. It says that auto steer is not enabled. I didn't set the profile. I have my phone hooked up so I can play through the Bluetooth. I don't know about setting it up as a phone key yet. They gave me a card, you know, the normal key card, and this little baby scoots pretty good. I like the white interior with the ventilated seats. It's working out pretty cool. I'll tell you. I'm almost don't want Marianne to get in this thing. She's gonna be wanting me to get one.
It's pulled onto the driveway. Maybe the car should remember that I'm home and that I normally charge at this location. But yes, I've got 24 miles left, and I'm not very close to known superchargers anymore. So this exited navigation, I didn't see what percentage it thought I arrived at, but it was probably 9%, like it said, somewhere around there. Hey, so you got a yoke?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I got it all, sweetie. White interior and everything.
Holy moly. Wow. It needs cleaned. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going?
We're going to feed me?
I don't care about food. I want to go driving.
Oh, really? Okay.
I fed you already. You can't possibly be hungry.
No, I'm just kidding. We could go.
I'm kidding. He had smoked salmon and pepperoni and cheese and beef stick and
very good. Yeah.
So how long did it take you to figure out how to get it into gear?
No, I got that pretty quick. First time I fumbled.
Okay.
But it wasn't because I didn't know what to do. It's just I didn't, you know, I'm gonna put my foot on the thing, and I should have did that. So see how the arrow goes? I needed to back up. So the first time I guess I did it the wrong direction, and it put the forward arrow. And I said, no, I don't want to go forward. The first time I did it at Tesla, it wasn't right. I went the wrong direction, but I could tell the arrow wasn't going right. And I said, oh, I want the arrow the other way, and I flicked it, and it backed, and I backed up. Carefully went around the car. What I wanted to know was, I wanted to say navigate to home, right? Navigate to our address. And I was looking here, and it took me, for whatever reason, I didn't recognize the microphone. I put my glasses on. Oh, there's the microphone.
Okay.
And I did a navigate to our street address, and it did it. I just followed. And it took me a while to figure out. You double press the thumb wheel. You click, and it says, sorry, auto steer, autopilot not available, or not enabled, or something. The letter's so small I can't read them. We should see if this one's got the big font. Yeah, so I was gonna let my girl set me all up, because she knows how I like my stuff.
Well, you've been asked, maybe you do need that. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm just...
Oh, it's doing the offset miles per hour? I thought it's percentage or something like that.
Warning is okay.
Yeah. Can I do...
Oh, you got FSD beta, baby.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Will it?
I agree. It looked like it enabled it.
Auto steer activation, single click. Average, that's probably fine. Lane change notification is just going to go.
I'm going to do the double click.
Okay.
Lane change notification.
It's just going to move.
Minimum number.
But that's only for the current drive.
All right, so let's see if we can do...
Do what?
Add the keys. So it's an unknown key. I guess that's the active key.
The one that's... Yeah, I guess the one that's active. No, it can't be Jean-Pierre's key.
That one's clear. That's the unknown key.
Okay.
I mean, it's showing up. Otherwise, I couldn't drive the car.
It's highlighted.
Yeah.
Right. It's highlighted.
I don't know who these other people.
Yeah.
iPhone 254.
Yeah, just delete them. Jean-Pierre, just delete them.
May not let you delete them.
Really? Huh. Well, you've lost the key for some reason. Where are you supposed to put it in this car?
Oh, I just.
Yeah, the one we don't want to get rid of is the one that actually is for the car.
Maybe up here?
I don't know. It was reading it for a little bit. Okay, there it is. But it's not letting me delete the others. Okay, so anyway.
Well, we want to add a key. Or add a phone, or set up your phone.
It's not letting you add one right now.
Active unknown key.
Right.
There's a Samsung. Oh.
It won't let you edit it or anything? Something's not right. Something's not up. Not right. Well, we could not figure out how to make Dawn's phone a key, which totally sucks because other people have obviously done it. And we wanted to schedule charge start at this location, and it's grayed out, and it won't let us. Well, we don't want to.
Don't want to do it yet.
We don't.
Per se.
Right, and it will not let us. I mean, I'm just guessing it's because it's a loaner, but I want to say 8:30 p.m. and it just will not, because that's, I mean, other loaners we've done that.
Let's see.
Because having to come out at night and say start charging by, and what the I guess you could say be ready to go by 8 a.m. and just charge at off-peak hours. And then it'll come on when it wants to. And off-peak is, 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. or something.
Right.
That sucks.
Oh, what's this?
It's starting. For some reason it started charging.
Well, I don't want it to charge.
I know you don't. Hang on. Right, well we can't give it a time. Well that's just because it went there. So depart at 8 a.m. Will charge during off-peak hours to depart by 8 a.m. Okay, well, and we need to be able to tell it off-peak charging, weekdays, off-peak hours. Utility off-peak rate ends at 6 a.m. Well, that's nice, but we need to tell it when off-peak hours start.
Yeah.
So if I can't tell it when it starts, that's...
Yeah, but it... I guess there's a couple things going on. Part of the thing is it's set to
100, which we don't want. 90 would be good. It's got 308 miles, and that's like 70-something%. Wow, this car must be like 350 or something. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to end by 8 a.m. and off-peak or something.
Well, it's gonna. You don't get to tell it what time
it can start. Well,
it's just assuming that you got midnight or something like that.
I don't know what it's assuming because it started charging right away.
Is it really charging?
Well,
it is charging.
Yes. So.
Did I pick the wrong time?
No.
Switch to scheduled departure.
Oh, wow. Hang on. You got scheduled charge start at this location. I don't want to have to go all the way around, but I think somehow you made it go blue. How can I make it PM without having to hit it for forever? I don't want to do this. Is like an old clock radio.
You're doing great. That's good. Yeah, 8:30.
Scheduled charge start at this location, 8:30. I don't know what you accidentally did to get that to come on, but bless you.
Okay, glad I figured that out.
Wow.
I can't tell if it's actually charging or not.
It's not.
Right. Okay. So we're good.
Well, and I don't think it's charging.
Scheduled charge start at this location 8:30 p.m. and is now 7:49.
Yeah, charging will start at 8:30
8:30
p.m. But this right here was doing
Zero.
stuff for a minute. So
yeah,
fooled me. It faked me out.
It's running the air conditioner right now.
Okay.
I think
All right, so somehow we got that to come on. I don't know what you hit, but the 10th time was the charm.
Now see, we turned off the air conditioner and it's basically dropped down.
Okay. So the moral of the story is if Tesla offers you a loaner, take it.
That's right.
It doesn't matter, just take it.
Yeah.
And the other thing is I think it's a conspiracy to try to talk me into trading Ruby.
Yeah, right.
But apparently I just heard Don telling one of our friends the story. And apparently he told him he had trouble seeing the screen, so they gave him the car with the biggest screen.
Something like that.
Something like that.